everybody. Um, I've made quite some progress between episodes here. This is my vanilla survival world and Wizard's World. And around episode 10, I'll put a link in the description to download the world here. And I finished our house. I did between episodes, and I'll go outside and I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. I'm just giving you a little bit of a tour of the inside. There's this room here. I'll probably use it as bulk storage eventually. A couple more doors. This roof is finished. And I'm being kind of particular about the direction I'm facing because I started our second build. In the last episode, we were talking about making a tower. Or not a tower, but a tavern. And I started that. So I don't want to ruin the surprise of what I've got started for that build, guys. But this is our house. I made the roof a little flat. I wanted to go with a different style. And this is what our house looks like. And as you saw from the last episode, I captured some pigs. I went and found some spruce and some dark oak to get a little variation in the wood that we've been using for some different builds. And without further ado, I will show you the Red Dragon Tavern and Boarding House. It's going to be quite a big build, as you can see. But this is the beginning. This is the entrance here. You go in, and there's going to be a nice sized stairway here. It's going to go up to some. I'm going to have like bedrooms up here, small ones. Each one of these 5x5 sections here is probably going to be a room, and there's going to be a hallway separating them. So that's what that is. And we can build a little bit of it on camera today, why not? And with medieval builds especially, this John Smith Legacy texture pack makes medieval builds look really awesome. And I've also got some progress done on the rest of the town, which I will show you that momentarily, but we can go ahead and finish the floor here. I might raise it up a level, I don't know, probably not, because we've got to add basically one more floor and do a lot of building. And I'm not going to worry about doing a lot of interior design stuff until the whole village is a little bit closer to completion. But this is the style that I went with to the inside of the tavern here. And over against this wall here, I'm going to put a fireplace, so this is going to change. And along the walls here, I'm probably going to have tables and stuff like that. So I'll give you a quick tour around the rest of the village. Got a bunch of sugarcane going there because I want to start doing enchanting pretty soon. I took out a couple more of those little 5x5 houses I told you about. This one here, this building here, I might either take it out or change the shape of it altogether. Took out the little 5x5 house here. I did some terraforming over here. I've done some work on the blacksmith here. I've got yet to finish I've got a lot of work to do yet on the roads. So, but this is going to be a blacksmith shop. As you can see, I kept the vanilla blacksmith shop, but I made some adjustments to it, and there's a bunch of villagers in there, and I'm going to keep them in there. And I kept this road in leading over this way because eventually our next village that we're going to build is going to be a swamp village. I'm going to go with a completely different style for that. Probably houses that are going to be like up on stilts and stuff over the water. I have a lot of cool plans for that. But that may or may not be the next village we build after this one. Because I've been watching YouTube videos and I have a lot of ideas for a lot of different builds that I want to do. But I wanted to keep with a little bit of a nod to the vanilla um, style of builds, just a little bit, and that's what this blacksmith shop is going to do. It's going to be similar to vanilla blacksmith shop, but expanded upon, and that's what I did here. And I'm going to put like a couple anvils out here, a couple suits of armor, and I'm going to do the roof to the blacksmith shop in this style, and it's going to come all the way across, and you're going to see the edge of it on the top like that. It's going to go across, and like I said, there's going to be probably a couple. I put like a little upside down stairway ledge type thing here to put a couple things on. Probably there's going to be a couple suits of armor here, a couple anvils sitting here, and once I get done, I'll let the villagers out, and yeah, we'll do that. The well, the village well, I remodeled that, as you can see. Instead of a 2x2 water source, I have a 3x3 water source now. And that was just to make it fit with the style of the roads, and I brought it down and remodified it, and I've done a lot of terraforming around. And right now the village is looking pretty flat, pretty sparse, and pretty empty. But over time that will change. And I've got this building here that I've got to yet take down. And all of these buildings that are going to be left, the bigger ones here, they're going to be modified and changed and built upon. But the big project that we're working on right now is the tavern. And actually, truth be told, I might take the tavern and I might connect it to this building. I might lower the streets down so it doesn't have this along this back edge, and maybe raise it or leave it. Oh, I might level it to, I might take it down one, is what I'm trying to say, until probably right about here. And this house here I might turn into like a stables, because there's usually a stables next to a tavern, right? Because a lot of people ride their horses in town, and they when they stay at the inn or the tavern, they taverns usually have like boarding for horses and stuff. So that's probably 90% likely of what this building is going to be turned into, unless I can think of something different. And pretty soon here, we're going to be redoing the wheat fields, and I want to find a good place for those, because some of the quote-unquote peasant houses and whatnot in this village are going to be thatch roof, just to stick with like reality's sake. And I've been going around and I've been shearing a lot of the sheep and collecting wool, because we're going to need a lot of that for our tavern. And we're going to run back and sleep for the night real quick before anything spawns. Get in here. And we're going to need a lot of wool also for things like paintings and such. So that's going to be a pretty good thing there. And also, I'm also probably going to have buildings going that way too, because we found that zombie spawner, And I'm fully going to utilize that. And I have an idea, which as soon as I shear this sheep, I will go and show you where, and tell you basically what the idea is going to be. I've went over here a lot, and I've been using this one place. It is like a cobblestone quarry to supply. It's where a lot of the cobblestone for the builds is coming from, other than taking down the villagers' houses. I've been using this in here as like a cobblestone quarry, and as you can see, it's getting pretty empty, getting pretty big. I plan on building something in here, overlooking the ravine here. And I'm thinking of building like a kind of like a bandit camp type build, maybe even a thieves guild, because of a lot of your like fantasy medieval villages have a thieves guild, and that's what the plan is for there. So let's see, we've got some supplies. We'll pull all the wool I have out, and I'll show you basically what the plan for that is going to be. I probably have nowhere near the amount that I need, and I did decide between episodes that I'm going to put a couple mods in this. And I know you're saying, oh no, it's not going to be vanilla. I'm going to keep it as close to vanilla as humanly possible. One of the mods that I'm talking about adding is Optifine, and that's basically just for visual. It in no way affects the actual gameplay, and that's what I'm going to be adding. One is Optifine. There's another one that I'm thinking of adding that's similar to that in no way affects the gameplay, but I don't know if I'll actually wind up adding that one or not, because like I said, I want to keep this as close to vanilla as possible. So I'm not going to be adding mods that add machines and things like that, and I'm not going to be adding any mods that will change the look or add any new blocks or textures. But the one thing that I wanted to add Optifine for, specifically for this build, because of the white wool, Optifine has the ability to connect the textures. So the white wool will still have this dark outline, but the white inside will still be connected, or will be connected in a, excuse me, what I'm hoping it will do is take the borders out of the inner connectivity of those. So, and as I guessed, I had nowhere near the amount of white wool that I needed. I'm probably going to need at least, I'm thinking maybe 2 more stacks to finish that. 2 more stacks should probably get it pretty close. So what we can do here is we can go on a little quest and shear some sheep. And maybe even bring some sheep back. I can find a spot here nearby somewhere to put the sheep for the moment. Yeah, that's plenty enough. And we get, well, we need 4 sticks. I don't have any oak. Birch will be fine. It's just a temporary thing. And we've got I don't think I'm going to get that many sheep. And I will probably put the sheep right here. Looks like a decent enough area to have a little pen for some sheep. And this is, like I said, this is going to be all temporary because our actual animal farms are going to be incorporated into the actual build, which means there's going to be houses that are basically connected to where the farms and everything are going to be. No, stinking grass, I'm telling you, it affects sometimes where you put things. And I'm going to go and grab this sheep over here, bring him back. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go over and I'll get all these sheep over here, so I can bring back like 3 or 4 of them all in one sweep. I know this is probably not the coolest thing we could be doing on camera, but it's a necessary evil. And what I'll do is I'll try to get another sheep. Probably, I think there was one up that way, wasn't there? Come on, sheep. I'll get all these sheep in, start feeding them so they'll start making more sheep. We lost a sheep here. Come on, sheep. Follow me. No, don't go away. Follow. Come on. Yeah, that's it. I got food for you. Come on. Come on, sheep. No, don't. There we go. Get those sheep. And there he is. There's a couple of sheep over here. There's a sheep there. There's a sheep over here. Come on. Bring all these sheep back. The more sheep we have, the faster we can get wool. Get the wool that we need to finish that little build project. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to do there. Maybe we can get the attention of that other straggler sheep over there this time. Okay, there we go. We got him. Now we will just come in. Let all the sheep come in. There we go. Get them. Get them to just come back. Sheep wrangling, I'm telling you, it's a pain in the butt. Minecraft animals are like Minecraft villagers. They're none too smart. Get all the sheep to where they'll have baby sheep. Which is good. Even if the color of the wool is off, you can always change that. And I believe with the dark gray wool, I believe you can turn that into white wool just with bone meal. So I mean, it's nothing too drastic. And even if you can't, we can still use the different colored wool to make beds and stuff, which is fine. Then basically all we have to do is just wait for them to eat and regrow their wool. And we can come back and keep repeating that process. Come in and sleep again. Then we can go back and do a little bit more building. And by the next episode, I should have Optifine and everything sorted and settled, and have the connected textures and everything like that all set up. And this is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, guys, because the last couple days I've been struggling with a migraine, and migraines suck. You can't concentrate with migraines. So that's basically why I've just been doing things like a little bit of building and whatnot, because you really don't need to concentrate too much when you're just building. So until next time, guys, I will keep working on our tavern. I'll keep working on our town and all the little odds and ends. And until then, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, let your friends know, hey, this is a pretty cool channel, come check it out. And until then, guys, like I said before, I will catch you on the flip side, and you guys all have a great one.